risen from the ashes to school the masses. Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of the Scholars of Wrestling Show. I am your man behind the microphone, as always, Jeff. Along to my left is Tarek.
Here comes the money. Here we go. Money talks. Here comes the money.
Dollar,
money,
dollar.
money, 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 money. Dollar, dollar.
And to my further left,
Dollar, dollar.
So many pay-per-views! Too quick!
Brian.
Too quick! The mind is exploding!
Money talks. Money, dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Ching,
Dollar.
ching, bling, bling. Cut the chatter. You ain't talking money, then your talking don't matter. Sorry, I miss Shane McMahon.
Okay, that was completely out of left field.
It's a theme song about talking about money, and it's
Oh,
Money in the Bank weekend. Duh.
Yeah.
Money!
Okay, everyone's in a super weird mood tonight.
Super money mood.
Super money. Super money.
Money, money, money,
I don't know why. I
money!
don't even know why that's funny.
I don't know.
Because it's money!
Because it's Money in the Bank weekend, baby.
Okay, even though we're all having a great time, first of all, we need to get into the biggest part of this week before Money in the Bank. So let's just segue right into it. Let's go into backstage news.
Let us peek behind the curtain and check in on a little
Backstage news!
News.
And it's a very depressing backstage news.
Yes, unfortunately, at the time of this recording, we're recording this on Thursday, and not even a matter of hours before we were set to go on and start recording this thing, do we get the sad news that the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, has passed away today at the age of 69.
Dudes.
Yes.
Dudes.
Yeah,
He would have done the exact same thing, dudes.
yeah,
Baby.
I don't even know if he even saw Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures,
You know
but
he did.
yeah, he probably did.
It's Dusty Rhodes, of course he did.
Did they give an announcement of like what happened?
The only thing they announced right now is that at, I believe, something like 6 a.m. or a little before it, he took a really nasty fall, and he went off to the hospital, and some complications came up,
Oh Jesus!
and that's all we know so
He
far.
hadn't been looking well in either way in the last few appearances that he did with the WWE. He looked sick. He looked sick.
Mm.
So whether that has anything to do with why he fell in the first place, but it's a sad day for wrestling fanatics, young and old, everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much of this you guys got, but just the outpouring of support and condolences, even from mainstream news outlets for this, was absolutely staggering.
Because he was one of those guys, like the Hulk Hogan's, who transcended
The
wrestling,
wrestling.
the wrestling business, and went all out in entertainment. He was one of those guys like Macho Man and Hulk Hogan, where yes, you expect that they would get condolences and rest in pieces from entertainment outlets, because he did a lot of stuff in entertainment in general. So,
Because he's more than the common man.
but I saw
He's
this
an
on
uncommon
Facebook.
man.
I saw this on Facebook, and it rings true. He wined and dined with kings and queens, and now he walks amongst the gods. Rest in peace,
Dream.
Dusty Rhodes.
If you want to talk about
Thanks for the memories.
Rest in peace, baby.
If you want to talk about great lines, great closing lines from people, Bray Wyatt had an absolutely fantastic one. I'm going to see if I can pull it up right now for you. Just everyone is pulling these things out.
There is no such thing as being in character today.
No, not at all.
You can't.
Yeah, here we go. From Bray Wyatt. Today the world lost an outlaw, but heaven gained one hell of a soldier. I love you, Dusty.
Aw. That actually brought a tear to my eye.
Yeah, and not even just people within the industry. I'm talking like mainstream news outlets. I heard someone mention him on the radio coming back home from work today. I'm hearing the New York Times. Someone posted something about the BBC is reporting this. I mean, I really haven't heard this much mainstream media coverage about surrounding a wrestler death since, honestly, Chris Benoit.
I'd go Macho Man.
Maybe I just wasn't paying too much attention.
I'd say Macho Man, Warrior.
Macho Man, Warrior.
Not even Warrior on my end. I didn't see this much stuff.
Oh, I saw a lot of stuff with Warrior.
A lot of stuff for Warrior. Even more stuff for Macho Man because of the Spider-Man and the Slim Jim and
Macho Man. I would expect that, but again, with someone like Dusty Rhodes, sure, we all know him, we all love him. He's super prolific to all of us, but since we're on the inside looking out, it can be really sort of difficult to see, who really was a big name to the outside. Your Macho Mans, sure. Your guys like that, absolutely. But, again, someone we recognize as being so incredibly talented like your Dusty Rhodes, it was actually really, really touching. I actually got a little emotional reading some of this stuff and just reflecting on everything that we had in him and how much everyone loved him.
Because it's one of those, wrestling was big back in the 70s when Dusty Rhodes was huge, and those battles with Ric Flair, and that was back when everybody was watching those, and those were the two big guys. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't surprise me that news outlets are going, rest in peace, Dusty Rhodes, because he was the first. Okay, even before Hulk Hogan. Okay, the first big names that you heard about were Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair. Then Hulk Hogan came and steamrolled everybody with his Hulkamaniacs.
You are absolutely right, but honestly, if the social media outlet didn't say anything, that would have shocked me, because exactly what you said, he was the name, him and Ric Flair at the time. So it was just a no-brainer that basically the whole world is just suffering this poor loss.
Yeah, it's just so much about this whole situation just blows my mind, and even just Dusty Rhodes himself. I mean, with the exception of a few modern examples, I think it's safe to say that none of us were even alive when Dusty Rhodes was really in his prime.
Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah, but even so, I admit, when I still had the WWE Network, one of the last things I watched is his documentary. And, I admit, some of the older school wrestlers from generations past, obviously, there's a bit of a generation gap.
Yeah.
So, I admit I don't always get the most out of the documentaries on some of the old timers. That was not the case with me and Dusty Rhodes. When I was watching this documentary and watching some of his old matches, they were just as good as engaging as ever. It wasn't like it was just a foreign... Easy. It wasn't just like it was just a foreign method of doing professional wrestling. Dusty Rhodes matches, to me, and Dusty Rhodes promos, or let's face it, Dusty Rhodes in general, is the rare case of a timeless character in wrestling, where he was just so good all the time, he could connect with everybody. His talent in the ring was great, his promo ability was legendary, literally. It just blows my mind how great Dusty Rhodes is and was.
I'll put it this way, okay? I was talking to a lot of people today coming through work, and a lot of people that come through my job don't like the wrestling product of today. But when I told them that Dusty Rhodes passed away, everybody got upset. Everybody did. Not one person was like, "Oh, that sucks." No, there was legit sadness, and that Dusty Rhodes. No matter what people tried to do to bring his character down, what Vince McMahon made Dusty Rhodes do when he came...
Sapphire and the polka dots.
Yeah. Nothing. He had fun. He had fun with everything he was given, even if it was crappy. And that made everybody else have fun along with him. And that's why crappy gimmicks that no one else would have been able to take anywhere, Dusty Rhodes took him to the top, baby.
Sidebar: when was the last time you actually saw some of his American Dream promos? When he first came into the WWF at the time, and I was just doing random odd jobs. Those things are absolutely way funnier than
the common man, baby.
All of those were way funnier than it had any right to all to be. Like I was.
He was the first guy who had it all.
Oh man,
he was the first guy to get the crap and made it into gold.
Yeah, he was the first guy who had everything that you could possibly want.
He was the complete package.
In a sports entertainer. I won't say a wrestler because the first guy who had everything that everybody wanted obviously was San Martino. Okay, but as an entertainer, San Martino was not an entertainer.
He was a wrestler.
He was a wrestler. Dusty Rhodes was your first entertainer who had it all, brought it all, and could make crap into gold.
Yep. Absolutely.
And he's gonna be severely missed.
Which
by
is
everyone
like
on
just
this
the whole news of it was just so out of the blue, where it just caught everyone completely by surprise. So, damn, just damn.
Like I thought that he wasn't long for this world when I saw him on the screen during that whole Dusty Rhodes Stardust versus Goldust, and he did not look well at all. And I was like, uh-oh. I'm putting him on the pool. I just didn't expect that it was
ahead of some of the other people we know, like your Bobby Heenan's, and I think Bruno Sammartino is actually older than
Bobby Heenan and Dusty Rhodes were close on my pool because he looked like he was having problems. Mm-hmm. Dusty Rhodes. He looked like he was having legit problems. And I was like, uh-oh, here we go. I just didn't expect it would happen 3 months afterwards.
Yeah, but really, does one ever really see that kind of thing coming? Really? You can never tell. It's really sad, but you can never really tell.
Yeah.
Either way, we could go on and on.
You wined and dined with kings and queens, but now you walk amongst the gods. Rest in peace.
Yeah, we can talk about Dusty Rhodes all night, but you know what? There comes a point where we really can't say anything new that really hasn't already been said by many others who are far closer to them than we ever were. So, who knows? Maybe one day we'll get to see him, but until then, thoughts and prayers with the Runnels family, and we'll see you on the flip side, brother. In the meantime, let's move on to something a little bit more exciting, shall we?
Climax.
Yes, let's talk about G1 Climax.
God, exciting Climax. God, you guys are not even trying anymore, are you?
Well, hey,
there's only so many jokes that you can come up with for Climax.
Well, please, we got to arouse the crowd somehow. And okay, I promise you, I'm done for tonight.
I promise you, I'm finished.
Okay, you need to stop.
Oh God, I can't! It has to reach my climax.
Okay, New Japan Pro Wrestling, G1 Climax 25. Am I ever going to get to the list?
Yes.
Okay.
Just not now. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
All right. In this week of wrestling, we did get the current 20 participants in this year's event. Thank you. The 25th annual event for New Japan Pro Wrestling. And they are as follows. We got number 1, Kazuchika Okada, the Rainmaker. Number 2, AJ Styles. Number 3, Hiroki Goto. Number 4, Togi Makabe. Number 5, Hiroshi Tenzan, the NWA champion still for some reason. What's the one? Number 6, Hiroshi Tanahashi. Number 7, Yuji Nagata. Number 7, holding my ears, Satoshi Kojima.
Kojima!
There you go.
There you go.
It's like, oh wait, you said Kojima!
Number 8, Tetsuya Naito. Number 9, Shibata, who they're just calling the wrestler now. The wrestler Shibata.
Okay.
That is when you run out of stuff to do.
Yeah. That's where you run out of gimmicks.
He's got like a... But that's his whole point.
The wrestlers in the climax!
Oh!
Yeah. Well, seriously, they just gave him the wrestler. He's just plain black trunks, and it's delightfully old school. It's cool.
I was thinking more Mickey Rourke wrestler.
Oh no, even more old school than that. Excuse me. Anyway, moving on, we also got my boy Nakamura, who's, let's face it, is probably going to win the thing.
It's like,
or this guy, Toru Yano, a.k.a. our guy DVD Phil.
DVD Phil!
Yay!
Yay! Go DVD
Phil!
Phil!
Going all the way!
Make it to the finals, baby.
Going all the way!
Seriously, he's in like the R-Truth spot in this entire thing. He's just in there.
That's an insult to DVD Phil.
No, but R-Truth was hilarious.
I'll give you that one. That just random moment. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah, we also have Tomohiro Ishii. We got Yujiro Takahashi. We're now going to the Bullet Club, guys.
Okay.
Yujiro Takahashi, a.k.a. the guy who comes out with Mao. Carl Anderson, Doc Gallows, Bad Luck Fale.
Right, meow.
Right, meow. And this one caught me off guard. From Ring of Honor, we've also got Michael Elgin in this thing.
Oh man. Okay, that's random.
I know, that was really surprising.
Well, ROH guys normally show up in
yeah,
being serious now, ROH guys normally show up at least one or two in the climax.
Well, sure.
Every
honestly,
year.
Big climax.
I was kind of expecting...
Damn it, Tori.
Yeah, honestly, speaking of which, I was actually kind of expecting... what's his name? Bennett to come over from Ring of Honor.
Oh, yeah. I could see him. I could have seen him,
Maria.
But... Yeah. Maria in the climax.
Thank you. Someone had to say it.
I already had enough climax jokes for right
climax
now. I need
all
a break.
day for Maria.
Alright, and then we got Kota Ibushi, and then this one was a little surprising to me. Tomoaki Hanma. A.k.a. the guy who just started doing all those face plants and flying headbutts. Tarek knows what I'm talking about.
I do know exactly who you're talking about.
Did you see that guy? You saw
Yes.
that guy too, Brian?
Yes.
Okay.
We've all seen it.
Alright, so those are 20 in the G1 Climax.
About 17 being worthy of their spot.
Worthy of the climax.
Damn it.
Are you talking
reaching their climax?
Of the three who are not of the three you're not talking about, are you talking about is that with or without DVD Phil?
DVD Phil's going all the way, baby.
Going all the way to
He's
the
going
top,
to the
baby.
top. He's going to the finals.
I really hope he does now.
Because he'll be the least expecting guy. He'll be like, okay, no one's picking him to win. That makes it perfect because we're going to pull a round one on y'all.
But most likely it's going to be your boy.
Nakamura?
It's going to be Nakamura and DVD Phil. They're the finals.
If they're in the finals, I will actually legit laugh.
And they'll be like, it's a win-win, baby.
It's like we're putting that on our scholars page so we can all watch it again and again and again.
Which means DVD Phil's got to be out relatively quickly.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so we're all putting that. So what's our final? Are we going to put in final predictions now or later?
Do we even have to?
Nakamura, yeah.
Nakamura's got to win.
Okay.
Obviously.
Well, I don't know.
How much?
He just lost he just lost his title, right?
Yeah, he just lost the IC title.
Yeah, now it's the biggest way to move up is to win the climax and get the title shot. Damn it, Tarek!
Okay,
it's to reach the climax to the max.
Okay, we need to stop.
It'll never stop. The climax will never stop.
Well, this one is. So
the climax is unstoppable, baby.
Okay, we're tabling the climax for right now.
Ew.
How do you table a climax?
I've seen videos,
can't keep,
man.
True.
What,
True.
The
you
Trish
can
Stratus
find
table videos?
You can find videos anywhere for anything. So I'm not surprised he found a video about tabling a climax.
Dude, the Trish Stratus table to Bubba Ray Dudley. There you go.
But a lot of dudes to climax.
That's a big climax.
Okay, let's just stop right now. We've taken this.
You brought this upon yourselves.
Hey, I want to talk about wrestling.
Climax.
New Japan.
I just gotta get one more climax. Okay, we can move on.
Nakamura to win. It's the G1 in all seriousness. Okay,
you were about to say something else, weren't you?
No, the G1 Climax is always a very entertaining event. Okay, it's gonna be great wrestling.
Yes, it is.
But it's kind of an obvious winner at this point.
I honestly didn't think it was all that obvious. A lot of people are speculating, a bunch of other different possibilities.
Sorry, and we're just
maybe we're so engrossed in WWE booking that it's like, hey, you just lost your IFC title. You're very popular. You're gonna win the big event and get a #1 contender spot. You are Roman Reigns. No, just kidding.
It's like Brian's like, you are Roman Reigns, but the way Jeff is trying to go for it,
you are Roman Reigns with much
You're putting
more
him in
talent.
the Dolph Ziggler category. It's like,
wait,
guy
who
who's
are we
too
talking
good.
about here? Nakamura?
You are Roman Reigns with much more talent.
I don't even know.
They're
who you're
pushing
talking
you
about.
to the
Right
sky,
now,
baby.
It's like
Nakamura.
we're so like
Nakamura isn't also just debuting, and he's also not. He also hasn't gone on an undefeated streak forever.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he's earned his title shot by now.
Oh yes, he has.
So there you go. That's how you do it. Nakamura to win the G1 Climax and get his title shot at.
Don't look at me. I told you I'm all climaxed out.
What's the event that he gets the title shot at?
Oh, she's a whore.
She's a whore.
What's the title event that he gets his title shot at?
That would be Wrestle Kingdom 10.
Which is basically NJPW's WrestleMania, right?
Pretty
Yes.
much. Yeah.
So there you go, and then he becomes the World Heavyweight Champion, and all is well in the kingdom.
Beautiful.
That's a good way to put it.
All right.
End
Speaking
it there.
of all being well in the kingdom, let's move on to the more domestic product here. Let's jump right into Money in the Bank.
Money, 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 money!
Money.
Now I'm just gonna stick with Shane McMahon's music. Here comes the money. Imagine all of a sudden you just have like a promo going on, and then all of a sudden it starts off with the Money in the Bank, the money, 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 and then all of a sudden, here comes the money. It's like, wait, what? Shane McMahon, baby. But that's just not gonna happen.
That is fantasy booking to the extreme.
That is just like,
I would love it.
That's like fantasy booking down to like Imagination Land level.
Alright, speaking of Imagination Land level, let's jump right into it. Let's go right into our kickoff match for the evening. R-Truth versus King Barrett.
What? I'm just gonna say it right now. I'm happy this is not a King of the Ring. Because Wade Barrett's the king. Okay, I'm happy that this is not like the last spot for Money in the Bank. I'm just very happy about that because honestly, I would be not happy if either of them go in.
I'm pretty sure at this point, it's got to be King Barrett to win.
Doubt.
But I would not be surprised at all because I don't know what Hard Truth has on the McMahon family and Triple H.
He's apparently best friends with Vince McMahon, and Wade Barrett pissed somebody off backstage to the extreme where he's just booked like crap again.
I'll tell you the only thing that R-Truth should be, because when they give him these segments, it is glorious and hilarious all the time. He should be in the Santino Marella role.
I think he already is.
He should stick to comedy. Only comedy segments. Comedy matches, comedy segments, because say what you want about the wrestler, the dude is hilarious when he's just doing a promo or anything like that, so just keep him in that role. Don't have him
be in big budget matches.
Yeah, like this, what happened on Raw was hilarious. Okay, he comes out and Kane's like, "You're not even in the match, dude. What are you doing?"
I'm not. Oh, sorry. He walks away.
I thought that was like I wasn't sure what happened at that point.
I'm almost certain.
You want to know what that was? No. I don't think it was a botch. I think it was intended. I think they're trying to make R-Truth the next Ron Simmons with the Dam. With just walking up out of nowhere where he's not wanted and not needed. It's like, what are you doing here? You're not involved with what's going on. I'm not. Damn. And walks away.
Yeah. Either way, dude.
Okay.
Just if you're gonna keep him and have him doing stuff, have him do the comedy stuff. For all time. No seriousness in matches, in no high profile matches, but straight up comedy, because the dude is a comedic genius.
So in other words, he really is the DVD Phil of
He's the DVD Phil of WWE.
Okay, that's probably the most praise we've ever given R-Truth on this show before.
That you guys gave R-Truth. I'll just say he's funny when he at random times, but just the fact that he keeps getting thrown into big budget, like the big matches, just completely baffles me because he's just a waste of time.
If he was down on the card and doing comedy matches,
then he would be tolerable. Then he would be tolerable for me.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
but
why is he here? I'm like, why in that Hell in a Cell? Why are you here?
Because someone's got to eat the pin.
But he pinned.
But he pinned. He was the third guy. There were three guys who had pinfalls: Ryback, Sheamus, and R-Truth. R-Truth had only one pin, and that was King Barrett, a guy who we all believe should be higher ranked than R-Truth.
Yeah, conceptually.
But I'll say this, okay? King Barrett for the win in the predictions, but I'd be surprised at nothing at this point with what R-Truth has on whoever's booking. So,
like I said, he's best friends with Vince McMahon. Why else?
King Barrett, 90%, 10% R-Truth in my mind.
1% evil, 99% hot gas.
There you go.
All right, let's move on to our first actual event on the show.
Yeah, I'm picking King Barrett too. I actually didn't make the
thought we all agreed.
He's zoned out because he's like, R-Truth is on a pay-per-view.
No, he's on the pre-show where he belongs. That's good enough for me.
You should. No, in your mind, you're he should be the dark match.
New Day versus Primetime Players for the tag titles.
New Day?
I'm going New Day on this one too.
Really? Both of you guys are going New Day? I'm honestly going to take a shot. I'm going to say Primetime Players.
I think the New Day holds it till SummerSlam.
Interesting.
I think they're on too much of a hot streak to lose it at Money in the Bank. I do agree with Brian. I think they have a better chance of losing it at SummerSlam.
They've got a good thing going. Why would you take it away from them at this point? You screw the Primetime Players and have the Primetime Players come up big later on.
I think they've sort of gotten that out of the way already at the tag elimination chamber.
I just don't think the New Day's on too much of a roll right now. They've got the crowd eating out of the palm of their hands. New Day sucks and all that. Yeah, they do. There's all kinds of.
They do what? What was I about to say?
You were going to ask, do they really?
No, I was going to say...
I'm just saying that's what he thought you were going to say.
No, what I was going to say is, do they really need the tag titles in order to do that, though?
I believe at this point, yes.
Okay.
You give them a nice long run, then you have a team overcome at a big pay-per-view, not a pay-per-view that had 2 weeks build-up. And then you have them go over the New Day, the conquering heroes. I just don't think that's the Primetime Players yet. I don't think it's time. I know it seems like it's been a long time that the New Day have had the titles, but it really isn't. Because there's been 3 pay-per-views.
New Day can do more being the tag team champions than the Primetime Players. Primetime Players are, once again, like a good number of tag teams, they're better chasers than they are champions. Once they're champions, where do you go from here? Even if the New Day gets the rematch, where do they go from here? I feel like you gain a lot more with having the New Day be your tag team champions.
Would I like the Primetime Players to win?
Yes.
Yes.
I love the Primetime Players. Millions of monies.
But I want...
hundreds of monies.
But I like the New Day as tag team champions more.
Okay.
And there you go.
That's fair.
And end it, you gotta at least do it once. Ura! There you go.
Millions of monies.
Millions of monies.
It's catching on. I'm just glad it is, finally, after all this time. Alright, next match. We've got the Ryback versus Big Show for the Intercontinental title strap.
Is this even a question?
Yeah, I was going to say this.
So I guess we're all putting down Ryback then?
It's got to be Ryback.
No, it's got to be Big Show. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, it's got to be Ryback.
Yeah. I don't know what you guys are thinking sometimes.
It's got to be a draw. They're both Intercontinental champion.
No, stop it.
Swerve of the century.
The way they're treating the Intercontinental Championship, I wouldn't be surprised in the first place.
Hey, to be fair, this could be the first step on the road back.
For the IC title, yeah. I think
when
so,
their
too.
first challenger is the Big Show?
Yes.
I don't know.
It could be a lot worse.
I actually think that works well for it. Actually, it gets it gets him out of the main event picture, and he's still it's the Big Show. He's had a long history. He is, as much as like he's been booked the same way, he's still a big name. And having Ryback gain a victory over him will do well for Ryback and the Intercontinental Championship.
I agree. This is a great place for the Big Show right now.
Yeah, it gets him out of the main event. It gets him out of...
A great place would be off the card.
Well, this is a better place than in the main event scene. Still trying to, it's like the whole meme.
Can you tell that I think the Big Show should retire? That's my stance on the thing.
Well,
but,
yeah.
But it's like... Big Show's job here is to put Ryback over Strong.
Yeah.
Ryback is the Roman Reigns at this point. You need to put him over Strong. Like Ryback should dominate this match, in my opinion. The Big Show, in my opinion, has no business being anywhere near a title match at all. That's just me.
Well, I think this is only going to be a one-time match, and really, it's exactly what we said. It's more for Ryback in the Intercontinental Championship than it is for Big Show. To help. It's like, yeah, it's Big Show. You think he should retire? I like Big Show. So, granted, I do agree he should stay out at least the main events. But this is actually a good spot for him in the mid card, putting younger talent over that's not Roman Reigns.
Ryback needs to win clean.
I don't think he is going to win clean.
If he doesn't win clean, I'm calling bullshit on the entire thing. That's just me.
I'd be shocked if he didn't.
I'd be shocked if he didn't win clean either. But I think he is going to go over.
But I think we can all agree that Ryback
he's going to. Ryback wins, and I think he's going to go as clean as a fresh car out of a car wash clean.
I believe Ryback's got to hold it for a while after the endorsement that Daniel Bryan gave him.
Yeah,
at Elimination Chamber. He's got to hold on to it for a long time. And I hope that after this pay-per-view, the Big Show is off the Intercontinental Championship radar.
I think it is. I think it's just for Ryback, and he's just going to be gone again.
Yeah, to give these guys something to do.
Yeah, and I love how Ryback was getting such a big pop on Monday during the whole Miz TV. I'm very glad that it actually didn't end up becoming a triple threat match, as a lot of people were rumoring it to be with Miz and Big Show. I'm very happy with that. Get Miz out of there, because we all know we've already
I'd rather
had
have Ryback versus the Miz than Ryback versus the Big Show. That's me, because
we've already
maybe we can do that in the future.
We've already had plenty of Miz versus Ryback matches. This is something new, at least because the Miz and Ryback matches, it's the exact same thing over and over again. Squash matches. That's what they were. And that's all they're gonna be. So what's the point of having Miz in there when it's gonna be the same result over and over again?
Maybe if it won't be the same result.
It is. Trust me, it is. At least with Big Show, he's a force to be reckoned with. A big obstacle for Ryback to get over. And
puns.
I think, yeah, unintentional puns. Gotta love them.
Big Show, come on, Big Show.
You ate my Rice Krispie treat. I will shell shock you. Stupid.
That would be a better story going into this match than what
you ate my Rice Krispie treat. Stupid.
You ate my Rice.
You ate my Rice Krispie treat. Stupid.
Speaking of stupid, let's go into our next match. Nikki Bella versus Paige for the Davis title.
Paige.
I am very glad you segued it as stupid, because I remember for our prediction show for the triple threat match, we were so into it because of the possibilities, and WWE went and gave us the middle finger. I swear to God, I'm gonna
If
stick.
Paige doesn't win, I'm done with the Divas division. I'm done. It's Nikki Bella. Okay, I've had enough.
Trust me. I think I've made it perfectly clear. I've been done with Nikki Bella for a long, long time, and how much they're having her go on top of the moon because she's doing it with John Cena.
You're done with Nikki Bella?
Evil Bella Boobs has become boring Bella Boobs.
Evil Bella Boobs has just become so much eyesore.
The triple B's, baby. Boring Bella Boobs.
Boring Bella Boobs.
That may be.
BBB.
That may be. But ultimately, who is winning this thing?
Paige.
Really? You think Paige is winning this thing?
Seriously, how many more times can they keep thinking of random ways for Nikki Bella to keep getting the Divas title?
Here's my deal.
Let me just get
reached the point where it's just completely idiotic to have her still be the Divas champion. It is an insult to the Divas division keeping her as Divas champion. Having Paige win it and actually trying to legitimize the Divas division with the NXT divas that are NXT women wrestlers. I had to make that correction on the way up. It'll be great for Paige to come and be women's champion and have these new fresh NXT women going after a legit fighting champion.
And here's my deal. It's just, I'm gonna root for the challenger I'm gonna predict the challenger until they take the title off of Nikki Bella. That's just me.
Yeah.
So
I'll second that.
So that's it.
No matter what match Nikki Bella's in, I hope she loses. Even though it was obvious to the day, clear as day, clear as a nice sunny day, that it was when it was Nikki Bella versus Summer Rae this past week on Raw. It was obviously Nikki Bella was gonna win. Well, I still wanted her to lose because I'm sick of Nikki Bella. Yeah, there is no... It's funny. There is no Divas division. There really isn't. It's only 3 women. Paige, Naomi, Nikki Bella. Everyone else is just backstage eye candy for the celebrity appearances.
Yeah, they're pretty bad. But honestly, I was really... Because it's such a stupid idea, like you said, my confidence in the WWE Mainline Divas division is so low right now that I was really willing to predict Nikki Bella as my prediction. But you know what? If they actually are going to have some of the girls, or at least 1 or 2 of them, come up from NXT, then maybe that would be a decent enough opportunity to do that.
Paige versus Charlotte at SummerSlam?
That would be beautiful.
But of course, that is still dependent on whether or not a face or a heel is holding the belt right now. If Charlotte
could come up as a heel. She's a Flair, baby.
Yeah, she could pull her daddy's dirtiest player in the game book.
Okay. Well, in any case, I think I'm still gonna have to join you guys on the Paige train.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, the first time they started giving that hashtag "Give Divas a Chance," I laughed because I'm just like, no. I will never give Divas a chance unless they're either Natalya or Paige. Maybe Naomi, but Naomi's a big mess. She's just as botchy as Kofi Kingston.
It's true. Well, I'm not gonna go there. So let's move on.
It's better that you don't.
Okay, I'm hoping you weren't gonna go where I think you were gonna go, but knowing you,
of course
that's probably the case. But yeah, screw the Bella Twins. Like, not the good way. Like, middle finger. You know what? I'm not helping this situation at all.
I'm just doing this.
Ever
since
New Japan, that didn't really
Naomi,
help us.
I wouldn't be surprised if they went to the same wrestling school and got trained under Bocce McBotcherson.
Hey, you know Bocce?
I do know Bocce.
Oh, man.
I do know Bocce. Okay? He's trained 3 wrestlers. Kofi Kingston, the original Sin Cara, and Naomi. Okay? That kick from Nikki Bella, I'm pretty sure that was a Naomi mistake. I'm pretty sure she was supposed to take that kick in the jaw.
I think so too, but you know what?
Just completely fair.
But you know what? Good. Flat on your face, Nikki Bella. You are just not worth my TV time.
Kofi Kingston took his botch keg spot back from Sin Cara, and now we have a botch queen.
Oh, Botch Queen.
Can we just move on, please?
Please.
I actually want to be happy talking about Money in the Bank, and this is just the complete opposite.
All right, then let's get into the start of our big-time main events. All three of them, or whatever happens first. Let's just talk about the big one I'm sure we're all excited about. John Cena versus Kevin Owens. The rematch. The reckoning.
This one...
Who wins?
I'm going Cena. For a very basic reason this time. Okay. Whenever John Cena is in a role model storyline, he wins. That's it. When it was Kevin Owens, the up and comer, whatever, just coming in and wants to beat John Cena, there was a shot there, and he beat him clean. And I was wrong that time, and I was happy that I was wrong. But if Kevin Owens wins this time, it's not clean. Guaranteed. But with the storyline that they went with the role model, and whenever John Cena's called into question, if you will, his role model, his good person gimmick, whenever he's called into question, he comes out on top. So 60% of me says that John Cena's going to win. 40% says Kevin Owens wins via shenanigans. There's no shot he wins clean this time. So I'm going Cena.
All right. Fool, who do you got?
This has actually been a tough one because there's what Brian just said, and there's
for the record, I do think that Kevin Owens is still going to beat him clean. He's going to retain that, and he's just going to go along with the rumor, pretty much. That's my.
I would want to see this as what Undertaker and Shawn Michaels was the very beginning of their rivalry, and up till the end, where Shawn Michaels was the one guy Undertaker could never defeat.
So you're saying?
So I'm saying this is going to be. I feel like this is their time with John Cena and Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is the one guy that John Cena cannot beat.
I just don't think John Cena gets beat clean twice.
Well,
no one's done it. No one has done it twice.
Well,
nobody.
Maybe Owens could be the first.
I don't believe.
I'm pulling a devil's advocate once again. I'm going to pull Kevin Owens on this one. Just I want to see that whole thing where Cena finally found someone who is legit better than him.
It's one of those where, do I want Kevin Owens to win? Of course I do. It's one of those, I just don't see John Cena being pinned clean twice. Do I see him being pinned again? Sure. I just, with the storyline, I think if Kevin Owens wins, it proves how much of a role model he is not. The way that they end this story, if Kevin Owens wins, is Kevin Owens uses underhanded means to beat him.
And you know
in the storyline, the storyline for the first match was just I want to beat John Cena, so I could see him beating John Cena clean. Now that they actually have a storyline, and it's about being a good person, and being a good person for people to look up to, yeah, I don't see Kevin Owens beating him clean. I see him, if he beats him, using underhanded means and proving how much of a role model that he thinks he is, but other people are going to be like, no, you just beat John Cena like a dick. That's it.
Well, of course. He's a heel. He's a classic good heel. That's what he does.
That's why I'm saying that if he pins John Cena, it will not be clean.
I agree with you wholeheartedly.
You just said that he was going to beat him clean.
I think he'll still beat him clean.
Well, you changed my mind then, didn't you?
Thank you.
I'm still pulling
either
the
way,
devil's
if he
advocate.
beats him clean, I will wake my parents up again.
Well, either way, we're still talking about winners and losers here, and
I'm still going Cena because
I'm still
I just
going
feel
Owens.
I'm going Owens, but I still I believe you haven't changed my mind. I still think because really, he's proven he can beat him clean. Why all of a sudden pull the dirty tactics? And that's just
because it's WWE booking. Because it's WWE heel booking. You only get a clean win once.
It doesn't have to make logical sense.
I hope that's just not the case. And I want them to actually make a legit star out of Kevin Owens. Granted, that's what they did.
Like
I feel like they already did.
They did, and
the second time, if he wins the second time like a jackass, like a heel, it's still making him a star because he beat his first 2 matches. He beat John Cena clean. That's it. His first 2 pay-per-view matches, he beat John Cena, whether it's clean or not.
In my opinion, it was just kind of like, it's like, okay, now he needs a dirty tactic to win when he's already proven he can beat him clean. Well, like, it just, like, then what was really the point?
I get what you're saying, but again, I think we're, like you alluded to before, I think we're so used to the subpar standard of WWE booking, where when we think like a dusty finish or a cheap heel tactic to win, we're only thinking in like 1 or 2 possibilities. But I still think that there's enough room there for other possibilities where Kevin Owens is solid enough and strong enough where he can come up with some sort of way that's certainly heelish, but also in a way that also makes him look like a strong presence, if that makes sense.
People have said it plenty of times. You want him to be a strong presence, just have him win the damn match.
Well, he already won once.
Well, winning
Let's see
the
what we
damn
got
match,
Monday.
even if it's, I'm still going John Cena. You haven't swayed me.
I'm not trying to sway you.
I don't think we're trying to sway each other here.
Because of the storyline and all that, WWE booking states that if John Cena's being is called into question, that John Cena overcomes and wins. That's why I'm going with John Cena. But if Kevin Owens beats John Cena twice in his first 2 pay-per-view matches, whether it's clean or not, that's huge. That's it.
All of a sudden, it just ends up with them taking each other out, both double knockout.
And I'd be fine with that because it doesn't hurt anybody.
It's like, oh no, it ends in a no contest because they can't figure it out. Oh no.
Oh no, I know.
Oh no.
Alright, moving on. We'll see what happens on Sunday. In the meantime, we've got a Money in the Bank match cooking, don't we?
Okay,
if
this is opening the match. This is opening the event.
Alright, we got Neville, Sheamus, Orton, Reigns, Kane, Ziggler, and Kofi Kingston.
If it is...
Pick 'em.
If it is regular WWE booking and there are no surprises involved, this is the most obvious Money in the Bank match that we've ever had.
I think
Roman Reigns wins. However,
I agree, yes.
I was watching a wrestling news show on YouTube from host JD from NY206, and he brought up a very good scenario. It's a very simple scenario.
I'm listening.
Okay. Brock Lesnar comes in, destroys everybody, climbs the ladder, grabs the briefcase, just walks off. It's mine. And then Stephanie McMahon calls him out, and Brock Lesnar's like, "What are you gonna do? Really? What are you gonna do?"
That would be really interesting.
I was like, it's so simple. And it would, and I would just mark out because first of all, Roman Reigns isn't shoved down our throats again. Do I believe that he's been getting over recently? Yes, because he hasn't been in the main events, and that's a good thing. So it's like have him get screwed again. You know what I mean? And suddenly he starts losing his frickin' mind, and he turns heel. And that's the Roman Reigns I want to see. And what better way than a Brock Lesnar return, who still hasn't gotten his title shot, who still hasn't gotten his rematch, and just be like, "You suspended me? You're not gonna give me a rematch? I haven't got my rematch yet? I'm gonna take it. I'm going to ruin your Money in the Bank ladder match. Climb that ladder, grab the briefcase. It's mine now." and I will take my title shot whenever the hell I want to. Why? Because I'm Brock Lesnar.
I've got my own thoughts on how I like that idea.
But it's Roman Reigns. Come on, what are we doing?
I agree. I still think it's Roman Reigns, and that's going to tie into my ultimate booking theory later on in the night. Fool, who do you got?
I don't think it's any more clear. It's going to be Roman Reigns, and I actually do have an idea myself for how the event's going to close.
I bought up my idea last week, and I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it the same.
Roman Reigns, obviously.
Roman across the board?
For this match with the participants, easy street Roman Reigns.
Easy street Roman Reigns.
It's the most predictable Money in the Bank ladder match there's ever been.
And we even had a John Cena in a Money in the Bank, and this one's still more.
There was hope. There was hope that John Cena wouldn't win that one.
Hey, that's another one where it's still. Hey, we'll see how it goes. In the meantime, we have what could possibly be our main event. Ladder match for WWE World Heavyweight title, Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose.
I think this is the main event.
Dean Ambrose wins, and Roman Reigns pulls a CM Punk on Jeff Hardy situation. Roman Reigns cashes in.
Are you reading my mind right now? Because
that's pretty much that was.
If you listened to the podcast last week, I brought it up. On that, and I was like, "Come on, this is how you get your triple threat match."
Fool, you agree?
That was actually my idea as well.
This is how you get.
This has been the idea for actually a good while.
The Vince McMahon has stated he wants this big triple threat match. Okay, obviously he wanted it at WrestleMania, but if you get it at SummerSlam, it's all gravy. The best way to do it is have Dean Ambrose win and turn into Jeff Hardy with Roman Reigns in the CM Punk role. He wins a hard-fought match, he's celebrating, and out comes his best friend. Air quotes. Because not anymore.
I don't see it being more as like a celebration. I could just see Seth Rollins being so pissed that he keeps attacking Dean Ambrose. All of a sudden, Roman Reigns comes in and makes the save, and as soon as Ambrose is like slowly getting up, you just see Reigns do a slow turnaround, and just like you could see him thinking about it, and then just. Ooh, spear.
And Dean Ambrose just like, oh.
No, as soon as he gets up, you just see like the turnaround. You just see Dean Ambrose's face.
Oh.
It's the same face for when he put the sliming thing in Seth Rollins' Money in the Bank briefcase. You just see that, or something similar when Seth Rollins turned.
And then he sees Roman Reigns just do this. And he's like, oh
no.
That's it.
and hell, even bigger shock, have him leave the event with the title, and then the next night on Raw, have Dean Ambrose said, Roman, if you just wanted a title match, I would have given it to you. So how about we have a one-on-one match tonight, friend versus friend? He's like, you know what? Okay, I'll do that. Then it turns out to be a big setup, and you just find out Roman Reigns secretly joined the Authority. Have him be the real face of the company, and that's what would slowly turn Seth into like, I thought I was the future, not you.
And then you get your triple threat.
And then you get your triple threat.
You know what? I would be perfectly okay with that. I would love that, actually. At this point now, I really hope it happens.
They've been teasing it.
And then Roman Reigns is your new corporate champion.
They've been teasing Roman Reigns turning for about a month and a half now. So it makes perfect sense.
Hey, if Cena won't do it, maybe Roman will.
And hell, you even could have like the next week after that,
and then Jeff can hate him in peace.
And then then pretty much a new opening thing saying Roman Reigns saying, "I've been in Dean's shadow during this whole title hunt. I got screwed out of my chance for the title.
Where was my rematch?
And I took an opportunity and went for it."
Alright, so we're all on board the Ambrose train, huh?
We're all on board the Ambrose getting screwed train.
Hey, you know
Ambrose
what?
winning, but also losing. Isn't it funny with how we're saying this?
And then you have Ambrose as like the face.
Face. Imagine that. It's like they are really trying really hard to have Roman Reigns continuously one-up Kane. First, taking his number of eliminations in one single Royal Rumble, and now being the new guy who won the Money in the Bank and then cashed in the same night. Roman.
And you have Dean Ambrose taking on the Daniel Bryan role, and that doesn't upset me at all.
Hey, there's a first time for everything.
The guy against the Authority who gets screwed at every turn. Yeah.
This time it works.
It really does.
It does, because Dean Ambrose doesn't get hurt every time he comes.
Hey, someone had to say it. It's cool. It's cool.
Well, that's what happens when you're booked in such dangerous matches.
And you come back 3 months early.
Yeah.
That's on him.
It is. It really is.
Really, everyone's the loser. I mean, really. Who books a man who is not 100% in a ladder match?
And has him win by dueling headbutts.
Yeah. WTF. What's going on, Vince? Jesus.
The guy's got a neck problem and you have him win by dueling headbutts. Yeah, you're a freaking moron. That's it.
Hey. Then again, as far as I'm concerned, that's another problem to be solved.
As soon as they said that he had a neck injury, I was like, I'm not surprised.
It's like, what do you expect? By the way, you're booking him. Jesus.
Oh, brother.
D-Bry.
Well, at least it looks like we're going to get something out of this night. But you know what? Right now comes a time where we want to know what you think. As always, let us know what you think of what's going to happen this Sunday at Money in the Bank. Or if you just want to share some Dusty Rhodes memories with us, you can contact us through all the usual means. You can leave us a message on this video, like our video if you like what you hear, and if you want more, you can always subscribe to our channel and get fresh goodness in your ear holes every single week. Goodness. Of course, you would also check us out on Facebook. Just look for the Scholars of Wrestling show. You can also follow us on Twitter. Just check the annotations, or just follow us at ScholarsOW, along with all of our Twitter handles, which should be in the description below, if they're not on the screen right now.
Unless you decide to close those links.
In which case, good riddance.
Yeah, forget the hype. Track us down, join the fun. Well, that's pretty much all we got. We got
money.
We got money in the bank. Showed you what you drank. We miss the American dream.
Going to the top, baby.
Going to the top, baby. You know who we are. We are the Scholars of Wrestling, and you have just been schooled.
You're welcome.
Let's go watch some old school Dusty Rhodes match.
Yeah,
you can do that. You can do that. I'm going to go cash it in.
Go cash it in.